This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, Heather Ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome to another Sports Catastrophe Birthday Boy. And the birthday boy for today, June the 26th, is an icon in the Italian soccer world, being a great defender for AC Milan and the Italy national team, one of the best defenders of all time. He was the Italy captain for many years. He actually had the record for most games in Serie A, or the Italian league. Top division was 647 until he was taken by Gigi Buffon, and actually holds the record for most finals appearances in a Champions League, 8, alongside Paco Gento of Real Madrid in the old days. He spent all his time with AC Milan, all 25 years, and retired in 2009, winning 26 trophies with Milan. Milan would retire his number 3 shirt, which is rare because soccer teams don't usually retire numbers. I mean, this guy was a hero. He took part in 4 World Cups and 3 Euros, and looked pretty impressive. He's now 56 years old. His name is Paolo Maldini. So Paolo Maldini was born in Milan, and was pretty impressive. He was actually married to Cesare Maldini. Cesare Maldini was his father, but he was also a defender machine. He played from 1954 to 1966 with AC Milan, and he was a pretty good defender too. So the apple did not fall far from the tree. Regardless, he had a tryout for AC Milan Youth Academy by age of 78. So he tried his best and all that. So he would actually make his debut for AC Milan January 1985 at age 16. He was given the number 3 shirt the next year, which previously belonged to his father, Cesare. So anyway, he only would score 29 goals in the Italian top division, but he's a defender. He usually don't score goals. Anyway, winning the 1988 domestic title was the first trophy of Maldini's career. The Milan side was included for having 3 Dutch players, Frank Rijkaard, Ruud Gullit, and Marco van Basten, who would later go on to play for the 88 Dutch, winning the Euros. And a good, strong job. Maldini would help out Franco Baresi, Alex Costa Curta, Mauro Tossati, and having some very good quartets. And during that 1988 season, they only conceded 14 goals. Although AC Milan would not win the league title in 1989 and 1990, they did win the European Cup, soon to be Champions League. So they did all that. Unfortunately, they lost the Coppa Italia to Juventus in 1990, but they looked pretty confident in themselves. Milan would lose to Marseille, denying them a three-peat. So anyway, Fabio Capello would come in 1991 to manage AC Milan and help Milan do quite well. They were undefeated in 1992, winning the title. They went through 58 straight games in the top division for Italy without losing, so that was their number 1 priority. So anyway, it was the first of 3 straight AC Milan Serie A titles. Maldini helped Milan defend it and get to 3 straight Champions League finals. They lost in 93 to Olympique Marseille, and of course that was controversial because Marseille was found guilty of bribing another team to take it easy on them before their Champions League match against AC Milan. Marcelo was allowed to keep their trophy, but was not allowed to defend it. Anyway, it didn't matter. In the 93-94 season, he helped AC Milan beat Barcelona. All that. Now AC Milan was not projected to beat Barcelona because of a suspension to Costa Curta and injuries to Franco Barise's J.P. Papan and Marco van Basten. However, Daniel Massaro scored twice as AC Milan shocked Barcelona 4-0. I know I did a sports catastrophe on that one. Anyway, he was given the World Soccer Magazine's World Player of the Year award after winning his third Champions League and reaching the 94 final. So, regardless of they went to the 95 Champions League final but lost to Ihawks. Maldini would be second in the World Player of the Year voting, and George Weah. So, anyway, Milan would have some disappointing results after Fabio Capello left AC Milan. However, Paolo was named captain in 1997 and won the 1999 Serie A title. But by 2001, they were primed for success again. He looked pretty good. He would line up with Alessandro Nesta, Alessandro Costa Curta, and Cafu, and Jaap Stam during the 2005 season to form a great defensive lineup. Maldini would help him win the Coppa Italia in 2003. And in the Champions League, he actually won the final. AC Milan faced Juventus for the title in 2003. It ended up being in penalties, and Maldini and crew won. It was weird because, his father Cesare lifted the trophy as Milan's captain in 1963. And now Paolo would do the same. In fact, he and his father are only one of 3 father-son pairs to win the European Cup. The others being Manuel and Manolo Sanchez of Real Madrid and Carlos Sergio Busquets of Barcelona. He would do a lot of things helping them win the Serie A title in 2004. And looked pretty impressive and all that. Paolo Maldini scored a key goal in the 2005 Champions League final as he helped AC Milan take a 1-0 lead, which turned out to be 3-0, but we all know what happened. And that was against Liverpool. And Liverpool won on penalties. Anyway, Milan unfortunately would be deducted points for being in the Calciopoli max fiction scandal. Milan would end up in 3rd place. All that. But nevertheless, he still helped them out. And all that. They got to the final of the 2007 Champions League and got revenge on Liverpool for what happened 2 years prior. So at 38, Maldini became the oldest captain to lift the Champions League trophy. And Maldini had been to 8 Champions League finals, only equaled by Francesco Gento. He lifted the trophy 5 times, well, twice as captain, but 5 times as a player. So he had 5 titles. All that. Maldini said that the 2005 Champions League final was the worst moment of his career because they fumbled it. So he played his final few years, and in 2009 he would officially retire. His last match at San Siro was a loss to Roma, but was given a standing ovation by the fans. Anyway. So AC Milan retired as number 3. So let's talk about his international career. He made his senior debut with Italy March 1988 against Yugoslavia. and took part in Euro 88, but lost to the Soviets in the semifinals somehow. Maldini would be part of the 1990 Italian squad on home soil for the World Cup and did a great job on defense. That had a World Cup record of 5 consecutive clean sheets. And they conceded in the semis against Argentina. They went 518 minutes without conceding, a record that no team has touched. Even the 1970 Wonder team from Brazil never did that. Unfortunately, though, Italy would lose to Argentina on penalties, which was shocking. They did take third. And, they had a good defense, but unfortunately, one bad game can ruin you. So, regardless of that, he took part in the 94 World Cup and did well for the defense, helping Italy get all the way to the final against Brazil, but they lost on penalties. So anyway, Maldini looked pretty impressive. He was named the full-time captain of Italy's national team after Franco Baresi was retired. He did take part in 96 Euro, but they were eliminated. They couldn't beat Germany or the Czechs. In 1998, Italy got to the quarterfinals against France, but lost on penalties. And for the third straight time, Italy went down on penalties. He went to Euro 2000, but Italy lost to France in extra time. So yeah, Italy actually had the title in their hands, but lost in the last few seconds with Sylvain Wilfort scoring for France, and then a golden goal by David Trezeguet. He took part in the 2002 World Cup for Italy. Of course, they went down to South Korea, controversially, of course. So he was decent, but of course, he could not win a trophy internationally. Domestically, he did. He would make 23 appearances in a World Cup. That's third behind Lothar Matthäus's 25 and Lionel Messi's 26. So Maldini's been to several Hall of Fames and all that. He went back to become technical director of AC Milan June 2019, helping Milan win the 2022 top division for the first time in 11 years, and signed some key players like Rafael Leo, Olivier Giroud, and Mike Mangan. Milan would terminate his contract June 2023 for some reason. He was a decent player. He had a lot of legacy. He was one of the best defending players of all time. And that's just what happened. So anyway, he's been married to a model since 1994, having 2 sons, Christian and Daniel. Of course, his father was a footballer who captained AC Milan and represented the Italian national team. So anyway, 902 appearances with AC Milan through all competitions, 33 goals. Only 7 goals for Italy in 126 games. 3 of them during World Cup qualifications and 2 during Euro qualifications. So his honors was huge. Winning the top division 88, 92, 93, 94, 96, 99, and 04 7 times. The Coppa Italia only once in 2003. Champions League 5 times, 89, 90, 94, 03, 07. And helping Italy take second at the 94 World Cup and third in 1990. But, he was just amazing and all that. He has a lot of records. Most appearances in all competitions with AC Milan with 902. Most league appearances for Milan 647. Most seasons in Serie A with 25, shared with Francesco Totti. Most European competitions appearances 168. Most finals in the Champions League 8, shared with Francisco Gento. Fastest goal in a Champions League final history, 50 seconds in 2005. He still has that record. And the oldest to score in a Champions League final, 36 years, 333 days. So that's just the guy he was. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond to do.